What's going on, you guys? So I'm working on spatial intelligence, working on the Pyraminx and the Rubik's Cube. So I'm going to do this real quick. So after the video, I don't know how long it's going to take you guys, but spatial intelligence is needed in my occupation. You know, the ability to understand space around an object, inside, outside, the surrounding areas. So as a personal trainer, as a medical exercise post-rehab specialist, as a powerlifter, as a martial artist, combat specialist, I mean, as a athlete, you need to have good proprioception, perception, sense of touch, sense of feel, when it comes to anything that deals with space, right? So these things help to train your mind to have better awareness of 3D effects around you, around this cube, around your body, around your surroundings. You see, so I just did a checkered finish. So you see, blue, white, blue and green checkered, white and yellow checkered, and then red and orange checkered. So just a way of kind of messing with the Rubik's Cube after you finish. So I also have the Pyraminx. So this is just a different model. You know, it's more of a more of a pyramid. So I'm gonna mess this up real quick. So kind of randomize it, do all kinds of things to it. So okay, so that's pretty messed up right there, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go through the pattern and figure out how to solve for this. So first I'm gonna solve for the blue, put all the blue pieces in its proper places. And what I'm looking for is so the blue to have various pieces already taken care of. So these are known as the edge pieces, 1, 2, 3. So I'm taking care of these edge pieces so I can solve. So then now I'm going to figure out the corner pieces, or I call these, they're known as the tip pieces. So there you have it. So already I got the tips according to the edge pieces. Now I'm going to solve to get the rest of it in the proper placement. Okay. Alright, so we got one more to solve. Okay. Alright, so there you guys have it. So I got this solved right here, so got one face, but now time to maneuver these accordingly to solve the rest of it. Okay, let's see, yellow, 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 yellow. Okay. Alright, so there you guys have it. So I have solved the Pyraminx. So this is just a different way of training my mind, okay, when it comes to spatial intelligence. Now you see I take the checker, so now I'm going to mess this up. So that wasn't too bad. So randomize this real quick. Alright, so now I'm just going to go through the process. So pretty random, you see, all sides randomized. So I'm going to go through the process of solving this. And once I finish this, if you guys are still watching the video, I'll talk a little bit about spatial intelligence in the sense of how it would help someone improve as a personal trainer, as you know, as a martial artist, you know, as an athlete, you know. Okay, so alright, so that's one. So right now I'm working on getting the white cross. You see, so and then once I get the white cross, they'll allow me to work on some other things. Okay, so I've got one more. Where's that other piece? It's hiding. It's hiding. There it goes. Alright, so that's green. Alright, so there you guys have it. You got the white cross. And now I'm going to work on these corner pieces real quick. Alright. Okay, so red. Where's red? There's red. Okay, so I'll put that there. Alright, that's in the wrong place. Let's fix that up. So that's blue. Okay, so almost got it. Got one more piece to kind of figure out. Okay, so there you guys have it. Oh, nope, almost. Alright, so there you guys have it. See, the white and the first part solved in the sense of the first layer. Now moving on to the next stage. Okay, so we're going to line these up. Okay, so up invert, left invert, left, face, up invert, face invert. Okay, what's next? Alright, let's go with that one. Up, right, up invert, right invert, up invert, face invert, up, face. Okay, so got that one's taken care of. Let's see what's next. I'll use that one. Alright, up invert, left invert, up, left, up, face, up invert, face invert. Alright, cool. Alright, so you see I got the second layer solved all the way through. Now I'm moving to the top layer. Okay, let's see what happens. Alright, so we'll go with F, R, U, R invert, U invert, F invert. There we go. Alright, so R, U, R invert, U, R, U2, R, go fish. Okay, R, U, R invert, U, R, U invert, 2. Alright, so now I got the top yellow piece. Now I'm going to solve for the final layer right there. Okay, see what I got here. What do I have? I don't have anything. Okay, so we'll start with that right there. Alright, so right invert, face, right invert, back 2, right, face invert, right invert, back 2. Okay. Alright, so got that solved right there. So now I'm going to move into the algorithm once again. So right invert, face, right invert, back 2, right, face invert, right invert, back 2, then there we go. Alright, so see what I got here. Alright, so I need to move this piece over here. Alright, here we go. So M2, up, M2, up, M, 1, 2, M2, 1, 2, M1, 2. Alright, you guys, so there you have it. So I can solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube right after I solved the Pyraminx. I did this all roughly under 8 minutes in, 7.5 minutes or so. So now, how does this tie into being a better fitness professional or better post-rehab medical exercise, corrective exercise specialist? Well, think about this. So I have to have a good understanding of spatial awareness, the environment all around this cube and how this cube moves and how this Pyraminx moves in 3D, right? So if I'm working on someone with shoulder impingement or disc herniation or meniscus issues or ACL, MCL issues, or if I'm working on medial or lateral epicondylitis, if I'm working with someone who has stenosis of the spine around the L4, L5, I mean, all these are things I have to work with. Maybe an individual who has thinning disc around the cervical spine. Maybe they have some problems where their supraspinatus tendons get impinged all the time around the AC joint in their shoulder. So these are things I have to understand the anatomy and physiology inside out in order to help the individual get better, decrease their joint pain, muscular discomfort, and I have to select the proper exercises because I need to understand the proper biomechanics, ligaments and muscles that are controlling those biomechanics, and maybe some are too taut, some are too tight, doing too much work, others are too weak, too stretched, and not doing enough work. I gotta make sure I understand all the things inside out, 360 degrees and 3D dimensional space in order to help that individual on a medical exercise, corrective exercise, post-rehab environment. All right, we'll go to athletic performance. So if I want to do better in a powerlifting event, I have to create the mental imagery of the judges around me telling me the commands, the crowd yelling, cheering, you know, everything move around me, the smell of the chalk in my hands, the visualization of my body in the proper alignment to maximize me moving that way from point A to point B. And then also understanding like all the nuances of the muscles that are engaging and how to train to make those muscles balance so that I can perform better in my powerlifting meets when it comes to squats, deadlifts, and bench press. Okay, all right. As a martial artist, combat specialist, well, I need to understand spacing of my opponent. When my opponent throws a jab, what should I do? Should I engage? How should I engage? Should I move forward, backwards, left, right, 45-degree angles, left to right? Use female, male triangles. What can I do? I can block a jab. I can catch a jab. I can slip a jab. I can parry a jab. I can duck a jab. I can sway back on a jab. I can do a paksa on a jab, a paksa down a jab. I can, you know, I can do a lot of things. So the thing is that you see how in a combat situation you have to have really good spatial awareness and alignment of your own body, and then good spatial awareness, spatial intelligence of your opponents and what they're doing, and all the deviations, all the algorithms of like moving around them, moving your own body, and moving into the next step in sequences of offense, defense, counter offensive attacks, interception attacks, preemptive strikes, stuff like that. So you see, hopefully in this video, by training the Rubik's Cube and the Pyraminx, how it's training my fingers and my mind to work together to better understand spatial alignment, then that can lead me to become a better fitness professional, those rehab specialists, medical exercise, as a martial artist, combat specialist, as a powerlifter, as an athlete altogether. So and this is why I practice these things. And last but not least, these things are delayed gratification, delayed onset gratification, meaning it takes time. I did not learn this overnight. In fact, it took me almost 6-7 hours the very first day just to learn how to use the cube and finally solve it with all the paperwork that I had to, you know, write out and memorize the algorithms. And then it didn't take as long, but it took like a couple of hours for me to learn how to solve the Pyraminx. And now I'm able to do it without any you know, charts, diagrams, pieces of paper, and I'm able to practice it enough where I have memorized at least the proper algorithms to at least solve it the way I solved it today. So it took learning, it took me generating a plan, it took me practicing that plan consistently, and it took a lot of patience to overcome my mistakes and my frustrations. So just want to give you guys insight about how I approach things, and that anyone can use this methodology of learning and applying, planning, and gaining success. And if you feel like the way I approach things, my philosophy, the way I generate programs can help you when it comes to fitness, overcoming injuries, making you a better athlete, making you a better combat martial artist, better fighter, let me know. Contact me. We can set up an appointment, consultation, and we can talk about what kind of services I can provide to help you reach and obtain the goals that you may have for yourself. And we'll take it from there. All right, you guys. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the 2 items that I used today and how I messed with them to finally get them solved. And again, just to finish off, so again, I'm going to do that little finisher to kind of change up this one so that instead of just having the traditional solved Rubik's Cube, here's the solved Rubik's Cube in checkered form. Haha. There you guys. Take care. Until next time.